Ola Hanson Lane in Tessano. You're very welcome one more time. My name is Noyo Kworte. And you know, on this show, we get really real. We show you all the emotions. We tell you how, as it is. We let you know what is going on, how it's happening, and all of that. So you can be part of the show. Send me a message via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. And don't forget to add your name and location. We're going to talk about something very interesting and quite serious as well tonight. And it's about childcare in the home. Probably this is to parents, but of course, if you haven't had your child yet, you just have to take one or two things and then you can run wild with it. Childcare in the home, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy job at all. But we're going to talk about it, probably make it much lighter. So please be part of it. My name is Noyo Kworte. You can find me on Instagram at na_oyo_Kworte. And when you do, please do not forget to hit the like and the follow button. All right, darling. We'll take a little break. When we're back, we'll go straight into this conversation. Please don't go anywhere.
Calling all farmers, agribusinesses, and innovators, this is your chance to shine. Channel One TV invites you to exhibit at AgriFair 2025, one of Ghana's largest agriculture exhibitions. From Friday 20th to Sunday the 22nd of June, the A4 Sutherland Children's Park in Accra will come alive with the very best from Ghana's agribusiness sector. Are you a farmer with fresh produce of any kind? Be it crops, livestock or poultry, fisheries or aquaculture, or you're a supplier of agro inputs and processing machinery? This is your platform to connect with the world. AgriFair 2025 is more than an exhibition. Showcase your fresh produce, share your expertise and experience, and grow your business. So, to all farmers with fresh produce, livestock or poultry, fisheries or aquaculture products, come, sell, network, and expand your business. AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation. Register now to secure your spot. Call us on 0205-973-973. Come one, come all. Enjoy the freshest farm produce at unbeatable prices. And treat yourself to sizzling kebabs made from beef, mutton, pork, chicken, and more. Great taste, great value. Don't miss out. The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel One TV with support from 97.3 CDFM and is proudly sponsored by Exim Bank, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, and Development Bank Ghana.
Looking for the latest buzz in Ghana's entertainment world? Welcome to Ghana Weekend, your ultimate destination for all things creativity and entertainment.
Stay in the loop with breaking news, exclusive interviews, and then insider stories from your favorite creatives and stars. From music, movies, fashion and art, lifestyle and culture, Ghana Weekend brings it all together. Get a daily dose of entertainment, discover new talent, and never miss out on the creativity that defines our vibrant culture.
Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle Ghana Weekend, on X Ghana Weekend, on TikTok Ghana Weekend, at Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube for the latest in entertainment, travel, and everything Ghana. Don't miss out. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, where entertainment meets creativity. Visit GhanaWeekend.com now.
All right, welcome back to the Friends and Family Show on Channel One TV. My name is Noyo Kworte, and tonight we're having this conversation about childcare in the home. It is quite a serious conversation. And yesterday we had a very, interesting conversation about house helps or domestic workers. We'll delve into that a little bit, and then we'll get into our childcare at home. But tonight in my studio, I have two beautiful ladies and a gentleman. To my right, I have a Jennifer Esina Masari who's an author and entrepreneur and also a mother. You're welcome, darling.
Thank you.
You look nice. I like your neck piece.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Okay, and right after, there's the only gentleman in the studio tonight. That is Kojo Isiama Ado, also known as Speaker Ado.
That's me.
You're welcome, darling.
Thank you, Nah.
And right after, we have Jennifer. That's Patience Asuman, right? And technical lead and a mother as well. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm going to ask you this. Yesterday we were talking about house helps. It was quite an interesting conversation. People had to share their experiences and all of that. I'm just going to ask you if you've ever experienced, had any experience with a domestic worker. Since we're corporate people, definitely once, twice in our lives, you're definitely going to have someone to come in to help if the family is not really readily available to help when the children come in. So you can share.
Okay, so personally, I haven't had a domestic help.
Okay.
I've been married for 11 years.
Wow.
Yes, and I have 4 girls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So how are you doing that?
Yes, so I haven't had domestic help, but by the time I was getting the 3rd, my sister came in.
Okay,
so that
so you
has
have
been
a family
supportive.
member.
But I have had sisters, friends who are like sisters to me, who have had good and bad experiences with domestic help. And sometimes it is very disheartening, the kind of experiences that they share with me. And sometimes when we are talking and I'm sharing my frustrations, the stress that I'm going through, and then they are like, get one. And then I'm thinking about, you just told me how bad that one went, and then you want me to also go into this same space. So sometimes it's disheartening, but I think that for most of the good parts is that it's been helpful for them to an extent, but the other side of it also sometimes makes it, right.
Ricardo?
Yeah. Nah, and hello, lucky to be in the middle of 3 ladies. I haven't had that because we plan very well. I am more out there. My wife is a public servant.
Okay.
So because of her closing time, she had enough time to be with the baby girl.
Right.
So we are able to work out a schedule, whether the weekend or even during the week, who is supposed to pick her up as the person's availability. And then also house chores. It is important. I think the house helps and the support come in when you feel that you are overburdened, overwhelmed
Right.
with the house chores. And mostly, unfortunately, it falls on the shoulders of the women. I will plead with my men that at least be a handyman at home. Learn to do something.
As you take the kids.
I receive them. At least learn to do something at home.
Right.
Washing, cleaning, cooking. The kitchen is the best place to test your creativity. The best place if you want to know an outcome of certain ingredients you put together is the kitchen.
Hey, please, that's why we're okay with it.
Okay. At least know your way around the kitchen. Know your way around the home. Be able to bath the kids. Be able to dress them up. Be a support mechanism at home. We are more of out there, doing a lot of things out there and forgetting the basic things that men are supposed to help at home. And that is why people will resort to a support to come in and come and augment the effort, especially of the women. I've had friends who have had very good relationship with their house helps and support. They have turned out to even become family members. They have taken them to schools from junior high to secondary. I know of a family friend who has a house help who she is taking to a nursing school now, paying everything for the girl. And when you get to the home now and you are not told that this is a house help, you would never know, because she has been well incorporated into the family system. All the kids relate to her very well. The father, the mother, and even other friends know that she is part and parcel of the family. It is how you treat the person. It is the ideology and personality of the person that if the person will blend with the family values and principles, and how enlightenment takes in different shapes and forms, but how enlightened this person is, and how you'll be able to understand and cooperate with each other in the home. I feel that when these things are laid down, you are going to have a very good support. However, when you also overburden that house help will turn out to be the one in charge of your home and managing your home. And over a period of time, now, we all get overwhelmed with certain things, and I think that familiarity, when it sets in, they also begin to do other things.
Right.
Yesterday when I was watching, I told my wife that a typical example would be Cecilia Dape's case.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, a very sweet example would be Cecilia Dape's case, where house help comes in, you are comfortable. Now, go into your bedroom, knows where your jewelry, knows where your dollars, your pounds, and everything is, and just takes them away. And it was a very sad event. But I think that people have learned their lessons from it. It is not bad, depends on how you handle it. It is not all too good, depends on how you handle it. But if both parties are handy at home, I believe that your dependency on a house help will be limited.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. My mom always says that you run through them till you get a better one. You still cannot tell by the facial expressions or their, being calm in nature that this one is going to be a good one.
Exactly.
So as time goes on, definitely you will run through them. I don't think that people should feel guilty having house helps at all. Or some people say, hey, that's my number 7. Then someone else, hey, what the But I don't think that people should feel bad running through, because you need the help.
Exactly.
At some point, you need the help. Because we'll get into the child care. Then you understand why I'm stressing on you need the help. My darling.
Okay, so I have had one for a short term, and I just made a quick decision that no way, I'm not going in for any again. So my husband supports, I have my mom supporting, and school. So we also try to take them to school at an early stage. So with my experience, I think it was uncertainty. I had trust issues. So and sometimes you come home and you see 1 or 2 things not going too well. You can't keep your eye. Someone told me to get a camera and watch around, which I don't think would make me relax in the office. So it's better we get a good school. The child is at school. Because I don't want to overwhelm my mom. My mom supports. Then my husband also supports. As Speaker said, he's very supportive. So with the chores and everything, we discuss, we plan. How is this week going to look like? How is it going to look like in your office, my office? How, what time are they closing? What time can grandma pick them up? Grandma will keep them, then we'll come home. Then we take it up from there. So it's a day at a time. That's what I would say, a day at a time. Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to bring us to a conversation for today, which is childcare at home. When you get married, even before you get married, you have people asking you, then the marriage comes in, and the next one, the people, they are looking at your face like, what does he swear to look at his back? What does he swear to look at your stomach? I say, and then the children start coming in, and you're left by yourself. Maybe family members do like, for Macbelly. For more penny, no, they share why. Now the baby drops, and we call it say, yeah, there's somebody there to hold up for you.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this. There's a lot of pressure. Oh, well, I tell my friends that you don't have to listen to who is saying, and all of that, because you know what you're going through. If I can handle one child, that's because, my work schedule isn't that tight. I can handle one child at this time. So I gather some money. I can, then look out for other avenues that's going to support me, my child, and my home. I don't think I should take pressure. Even if all of that is not there, I don't think you should take any pressure from anybody's asking, say, say. Like, when are you having another child? You pressured me, I've had one.
Yeah.
Now you say two allow 4 in your 8. Then you say, on your 4 being. So add 1, then 3, then you're going 4. Then now these people are not there to help you.
Yeah.
Now let's discuss the childcare at home. It is not easy.
Never.
Even looking at the motherhood type. So I'm going to start off from, you're done with having the baby. You've gone through pregnancy, then delivery. Now you're going through postpartum depression. We had postpartum depression conversation the other time. You've gone through it. Sometimes you don't even know what your body is going through. You don't understand it. Now you're left to taking care of a child that you actually brought into the world. How do you run around the home? When they are babies, right? They're quite easy to handle because you're the one that's but when they become toddlers, I tell my people, I call them the domestic terrorists because they will terrorize you.
They will.
They will.
They will.
Now you have toddlers.
I have a toddler.
Thank you.
Currently, and even today, at a point she was holding my leg as I was moving. So it's very frustrating. And she's crying for something, you're trying to get that same thing for her.
And she doesn't have patience for it.
Yes. So it's so real. And the day you were discussing the postpartum depression, I was just home watching and I was like, they're just speaking my mind because when I gave birth to my last, and they brought her for all the hours that the baby was, I was just looking at her. I just didn't want to touch her. I just didn't want to touch her for all, like she was crying, I needed to pick her up, but I was just not in the right frame of mind. Yeah. So then coming home and then you're going through this pain, like you don't even understand what you're going through, and then you're hoping that you've gone through a CS and you're hoping that you're home and then there shouldn't be any problem. And then you realize that you don't have that support.
Yeah.
It's very draining. Sometimes you just want to cry, and I literally cry.
It's not the one to cry.
Yes.
Babies cry, I'm crying.
Yes. So because at that point, you don't know what to do. The baby is crying, you are going through it. You don't even know, you can't describe, you can't explain what you're going through. So I feel like everybody needs help. Everybody needs help. Even Jesus, from birth to the grave, had help. So I feel like we should have that conversation as often as possible, especially with our spouses. Our spouses should be there to even listen, even if they don't understand. They should, even that listening time alone is quite relieving. Yes, so they should be there to even listen. If they can't help, get people, get help from the right sources. When I'm counseling, I tell couples, the young people who want to get married, I tell them that when it gets to a point in time, you're not getting something from your partner, your wife, especially, mostly the women, especially in the bedroom issues, try to find out what is taking that thing away from her and try to find the solution. Exactly, because when you married, it wasn't like that. And then along the line, things started changing. She started reclining or not giving off herself as she used to. You should be able to have that conversation. And when she's able to open up and tell you ABC is the reason, if it's possible to get help, let's get that help.
Right.
Psychologically, emotionally, even physically, he said, help with something. Be a handyman. I remember for my husband, he can't cook. He doesn't know how to cook. And when I was pregnant at a point, I said I wanted something. And I wish it's something that he could have, I expected that he could do. And then he went to get it out. And then when he brought it in, I said, I don't want it again or something like that. He said, is it that you want to eat the food or you want me to do it? So he wanted to understand whether it is he doing it, that is what I want or something. But I feel like it's not just about he doing it. I feel this is something that could have been done. You didn't need to spend.
Right.
So like he said, I was happy that his brothers should be listening and then do something, help. Sometimes just a rub when the woman is going through taking care of that child and she's lost at it. Mind you, we've never done it before.
Right.
We have never been here before. We all first timers, like the husband. We are all parenting. We are experiencing it together. So
like
let's
we're learning
make
on the
it.
job.
Let's all learn on the job. I remember my first child. I used to tell him that these things that you don't want to do, it's not rocket science. And even if it was rocket science, there are human beings learning it. So you can learn. Let's all learn together and then we can make it.
Wonderful. Yeah. So I was going to say something that I saw a post that said that the best gift you can give a mother is a helping hand. And it was a video actually. And the helping hand was a gentleman that was trying to do the dishes. You know, because she turns around and she's like, oh, you're helping. Because it's piled up in my mind that after I leave work, I'm not walking into a clean home because I didn't leave home, you know, clean. My house is not clean because you don't have anybody that's cleaning after you.
Yeah.
So you're rushing, the kids, one has thrown one sock somewhere, there's a plate, there's a bowl, you're running after time. So definitely when you're heading back, you're not heading back into a really, like, you know, enter into the room is smelling all winter, you're walking in and you go like, oh God, you know.
Again.
So that post, anytime I see it, I laugh, but then I wish that, it means a lot to me. So I go, you need to help, even if you can hold the baby for me, so I can do the dishes.
Yes.
Hold the baby for me, so I can clean the room, or hold the baby so I can get us food to eat. You understand? But sometimes, anyway.
Now, we need to be properly groomed as individuals, becoming an adult, transitioning into a married person, and then becoming a parent, a guardian. There isn't any framework that is perfect sitting down somewhere that someone picks it up
and then you go
and
by
rolls
it.
up with it, because we are all wired differently. Whilst I was growing up, I grew up basically with my grandmother, very homey person. Whilst my mates were playing football, she will sit you down with one coal pot. She will prepare all the meals. You need to be by her side, using the asanka and tapoli to grind everything, help her to do all these things by her side. When my kid's sister came along, I was changing her, I was bathing her, changing her napkin. Those days, the napkin with the pannier.
So today, my brother actually uses that on me. Anytime we go somewhere and I go like, he's like, oh, now she thinks that she's what? But I used to change her diapers. It still hurts me.
It's
but,
true.
You know, he takes pride
Of
in
course.
that. And I don't
You see,
understand.
yeah.
But
No,
he
we
did.
have to.
He did.
No, we have to.
Must you say it?
No, now we have to say
it. Where?
So now you know where you are coming from.
But you don't say it to them. Some people.
We have-
Can't fake from a look at
Or your Germany will fail. We for know where they come from. That's where we don't want to tell you. No, we for make you know where they come from.
Hey,
you understand? So basically, my grandmom groomed me into this. When I got married, even before I got married, I lived alone and I did everything as though I was married. Did all my cleaning and all these things just to prepare myself to bring somebody else's daughter into a home and to say you are taking care of the person. You need to be mentally prepared, socially prepared to be able to take care of the person. It took my wife and I 4 years before the Lord blessed us with a baby. Throughout that 4 years, we had to psych ourselves up with the social pressures that we are talking about. But when is the baby coming? When is the baby coming? And in our minds, we thought that when the baby start coming, the support will be amazing.
You see my point?
Like I was expecting that, oh, Charlie, the money go come. The diapers then go bring up. Everybody go, every day people they knock on our door, they bring food. Then first 3-4 months elapsed, then everybody has forgotten, say, like that. Everybody has just forgotten about us. So it's back to factory reset. You yourself, how do you cope? Now this is what I did. The baby has been with the mother for 9 months in her womb, throughout, suffering, sleeping on one side, turning to the other side. Sometimes you can't sleep backwards.
Not sometimes,
you can't. So the bottom line is, when the baby came, what was I supposed to do? I called my grandmom to get some tips. Mind you, I've gotten some few tips taking care of my little sister. Got some tips. I allowed my wife to sleep. The midnight, I was sleeping with the baby and taking care of her. Throughout. My wife went through her maternity leave and everything. Then I was at home. Now you see me carrying my baby in a car seat, going for meetings. And the question I get, oh, ne mami wen? Where's the mother? And I ask, when you see her with her mother, will you ask where is the father?
Right.
That was that question. I saw people, I hate them. When you see her with her mother, would you ask her where is her father? Why do you see her with me and you ask where is the mother? Are you telling me I can't take care of my baby? Like, oh,
having a baby is not one
oh,
side.
yes.
Yeah. It's not one side.
Exactly. So people are like, oh, that is how society has been structured. For as early as 4 months, 5 months old baby, I was taking her. The mom went to work, weighing time, I took her. And you can imagine the preferential treatment.
Exactly.
Charlie, I am in. When they see, oh, Obroni Papa is in. Everybody, they stop taking care of everybody. They attend to me. And that preferential treatment, now, it is John Papa, it is sweet.
Correct.
Everywhere you go and you are carrying her, I learned it from my grandmother and on the job. I asked my wife, how do you want me to support you in this time?
1 minute. Producer, please buy 1 bottle of beer for me.
No, I know they take beer. I
So which I want? Malt.
No, gobe. Make it. So now you need to ask, have a conversation. What support do you need me to give to you? How can I support you? And you see, the person will come out and tell you that, do this for me, do that for me. And the person will do it. There is one man, Kofi Bedema. Most people know him on social media. Very big man. He sometimes chronicles his life. And we, the new generation, pick on social media how he relates with his boys. And you realize that this man is really taking care of his children. His wife goes to work. He is an entrepreneur. Takes the kids to school, brings them back again. Once the wife comes back, he goes back onto the hustling front, try to hit, so that you realize that by the time the day ends, the wife has contributed. Kofi Bedema has contributed. And you realize it is so beautiful. So when the baby came, I was going through his Facebook page. And Kofi, I'm saying this, you might not know, but some of us learnt from you. How dedicated you were and you are still to your boys, and how committed we see you as a family man. It is beautiful. The children have their mindset. You, the parent, you were trained differently, the father. You, the mother, you were trained differently. Whose principles are we going to train the kids by?
Thank you.
On what grounds would you say that we are going to train these kids by? So it's about conversation. How do you want the kids to go? 1, health. 2, their welfare. 3, their education. Now, the school fees that I paid whilst I was in university, whilst I was in university, even level 400 last semester.
Times 3 is scratch.
Times 3 is scratch. The school just behind you here. That is where my daughter is. And it is like that. So you ask me, after giving birth to her, and people are still asking, when is the second one coming? When is the second one coming? And every semester, apart from the calipo and the biscuit and the rest of them that accoutrement that accompany her to school, you are not spending less than 4,500.
Thank you.
How much is my salary? And you want another one to come. And you want the child to look good. And you see that, oh, this child is looking so beautiful. If the child is in tattered, you're like, speaker,
club. On that gobe note, I want to organize a gobe. Yes, sir. Let me organize gobe. We'll take a little breather. Right? Talking about childcare in the home and all these conversations, they'll get you a bit, you know, to sit up or probably get a little emotional. But that's how I like it on this show. We'll take a little break. My name is Noyo Kwos. It's still on the Friends and Family Show. I'll be right back.
Middle, Ghana Biana. I'm going to fight you about this one every time. I just say, baby, shit. Mangashi.
Junior!
I'm saying so enough for maybe the no.
Sister Cospa, it's a winning gas.
I'm using the why. Why?
Down Yankanawa.
Ah, Sister Cos, use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient. And wow.
Let me see your hand.
Welcome. It's Play to Aid.
Get ready for the game show where every play has a purpose. Welcome to Play to Aid, the only game show where your knowledge and skill don't just win you prizes, they help change lives.
What sport is considered the most popular in the world?
Every point you earn goes toward real-world support, from school supplies to health kits, clean water to emergency relief. Play smart, play big, play to aid. Catch all the action, the drama, and the heat.
Most commonly spoken language in Brazil.
Portuguese.
Play to Aid every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Edna, let's begin.
The Play to Aid game show is proudly sponsored by Tang Palace, Giraffe Island, and VVIP.
Welcome back to the Friends and Family Show. We're still continuing a conversation about the childhood care at home. How we're taking care of our children, all the mountains we have to climb, the rivers we have to cross, and all of that. Usually you don't see that. And you only see us take pictures and go like, say cheese. And then you see us walking around town like with our kids and like everything is fine. But sometimes you might see us dropping our kids off at school and we haven't brushed our teeth. You might see us dropping our kids at school. You see me with Solomami Solopapa slippers because either I'm wearing left my size and right not my size. Or you see other people come to school dropping their kids off with hair bonnet, they went like, morning coats and all of that. That's because we need to catch up. We're always chasing time. What you don't see in the nice photos and all you don't see in the nice videos we post probably on social media, that we have cried over the night. We haven't had food to eat. We haven't had good sleep. All that you see, there's something behind it. Parents really do, go through a lot. Or let me just say, guardians, right? Yeah, do go through a lot. The sleepless nights is there because you're a working parent. You go to work, come back late, and then you're supposed to be up by 5. There's another post I always see on Instagram as well that says that I have to wake up and get ready for school whilst I'm not the one that's going to school. For the rest of your life. You have to prepare the kids to school, but you are not going to school. But you have to wake up early so they can. So I'm going to ask you, morning runs. How do you handle morning runs? Because I'll share a particular experience with my morning runs, but I'd want for you to tell me, how's your morning like? How old is the baby anyway?
I have a 2-year
okay.
and I have an 8 months.
Toddler.
Yeah, toddler.
There's a toddler
they are both toddlers. So it's quite dramatic in the morning. But it's all about planning. So waking up early, but it's okay, I'm in the tech space. Okay. So you should know my work is already demanding. Proud to. My second pregnancy was quite a difficult one. It took a toll on my job, so I had to do some fixes. You can't have it all together, so I had to maybe take up some other roles in the office that will make me drop back into the busy schedule of my previously software engineering. So doing something a bit not demanding, that will also help me pay attention to things at home. Because as I mentioned earlier, I'm not taking house helps. I'm relying on the energy of my mom, my husband, myself. Recovering from this 8 months, I'm still recovering. Last year was dramatic, going through the process and the whole almost losing your job because you were not up to speed on the job. You have to also pay attention to your health because you are going through a lot. Nobody understands you. You try to, you try to ask for permission. It's like, you know, one thing that society don't talk about is the different kind of pregnancies we all face. There is someone who will get pregnant today and feel nothing. The person can come to work today, close today, give birth in the evening. The next day we all hear, oh, Sewa has given birth. Oh, Sewa we just saw her in the, and there are some that's, the story is different. From day one till you put to bed is dramatic, pain, a whole lot of health issues. Now you finish giving birth, you have to take care of the babies. The time, putting in, waking up early in the morning, trying to put things together, having that perfect kind of life. I'm a working mother.
You wake up 3 to 4 times in the night,
breastfeed
before morning.
So you that perfect. I'm working. I'm having a perfect home. I always say to myself, I can't have it all together at once. It's a step at a time, a day at a time, as I said earlier. So what's me? I concentrate on my job, what I can do in the office. When I come home, what I can also do in the house. And I think my very first pregnancy child, I was trying to do everything. My husband would tell you that you act as if you don't need help. And that's one mistake we women we do. Some of the men, as Speaker has said, he is helping. But some of we, the women too, we act as if we want to do everything on our own.
Sometimes it's not our fault. We feel that people can't do it the way we want to do it, or we want to see it done. So let me do a little bit of this. My mom will say, "Tankas and baufi." In them room, tankas.
So I tried to do. I was doing everything. I got overwhelmed. I'll be crying all over the place, making up issues where there is none. But this second one, I've learned a lesson. If you want to help me,
you leave it.
I'll leave it. Come. I'll just have the sleep. I'm trying to heal, trying to concentrate on my job, trying to make sure that my kids are also well. It's a whole lot of dramatic cycle or circle that we go through every day. Every day when we are going to bed, I'm like, God, thank you for today. Thank you for taking us through this day. Because tomorrow, we go again. We go back to the same routine over and over again. So it's a day at a time. That's my motto as a mom, a day at a time. No stressing myself, not trying to be that perfect woman, like getting it all together. Whatever works now.
Run with
Thank God.
Okay, so we've got some messages. Let's check them out and then we can talk about. This one that says, I'm Christopher, basic 2 teacher. Upbringing of a child is not easy at all. Never easy. From expenses, from the time. It actually changes your entire routine when the babies come. It changes your entire life. Like, you know, you will go to work 9 to 5 and you don't give a hoot what's happening anywhere. You stay till. But this is you, now you have to manage. You get, when it's 3 o'clock, I have to do this. Now your mind is racing all the time. And for women, we're always thinking, you get. So when the babies come, everything, and you're thinking, what are they taking to school tomorrow? What are they wearing tomorrow? What is everybody doing? Blah, blah, blah. So definitely it's not easy. I think it's, we don't talk about it enough. You know, it's really nice out there when people see you have your kids in the car, probably like you pull up at a party, and then people see, hey, but they don't know that you've gone through hell and back.
Now,
you know,
if you put this together as a team, it works. communicate with each other. Let me know your energy level today. How can I complement it? It is beautiful. The energy level comes as and when. But let me know what you are good at. And don't feel bad that you can't do this. And your partner can do that. When I know your strength level and what you cannot do, I come in to complement that portion of you. So you see, when we go out there, even when we are at home, nobody is watching. Nobody finds any weakness in other person. Because when this thing is not done, I know my wife will not do this. Let me go and do it. If this is not done, I know my husband, he won't do it. Let me go and do it, complement it. The daily routine, as the texter said, now it will blow your mind. Here you are, single person, chilling all along, then all of a sudden,
everything changes.
It's like when my baby came, when we are sleeping, sometimes I couldn't blink an eye. I would just be there, looking at Adobe, just like that. I'm like,
what are you looking at? Of course, we women will look at heartbeat. Is the baby still breathing?
Me, my hand, no, on the nose to no. Because sometimes she sleeps for long, then the thing is, I'm like, when I sleep, what will happen to her? I just want to keep an eye on her, focus on her. One, I wake up 4:30, prepare her cocoa, put water. Just myself. Now, oh, Charlie, can have me more. Now, it's good to have training. And I'm saying this to parents out there. Don't train the girl child and leave the boy child. When you do that, she will fall in the hands of an idiot. And her life will be miserable. You understand? Yes. Because when you are grooming a very beautiful lady, well-nurtured, well-educated, good job, and she wants to have friends and settle down, and she's going to marry someone who has no idea about how to manage a home.
Even in their own home, they don't even know where the kid's socks is kept.
It is. So we are saying that whilst you are doing that, do that concurrently. Give the boy child that opportunity to know what it takes to maintain a clean home. Right. Clean after yourself. Wash. Try to do some dishes yourself. So yes, I do that. Let me give the rundown. I do that. Put water on fire. I wait for them, take my shower, prepare her dress for her. She wakes up. You see? Ke zomi. Then at 5:30, they will wake up, go and take their shower. The mom will bath her first, transfer her to me. Then I'll prepare her. I'll prepare her, wear her dress for her. Then I'll feed her in the morning. We move out together. Now you see, when we come back, they will come back home before I will. By the time I'll get home, they have already started working, putting food together and the rest. Go take my shower. Then we will all feed together. Now this routine has been going on. Sometimes when we miss one, the child is able to tell that we've not been able to do this. When we miss one, the whole day is messed up. So you need to have a program. Though it might not be perfect, don't be hard on yourself if things don't go accordingly. But whatever be the case, have a template, run by it, and make sure that the child is of good sound, very happy. There are some parents, they come back home, and the child wants to come and welcome them with a hug. You don't do that. Try as much as possible because the child has missed you, the parent, the father or the mother. You can even see the excitement in the eyes of this child. Try and conceal your frustration, your tiredness and all that. Oh, how are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, go and play with it. I'm coming. But the outright dismissal of that child continuously for a very long time, you realize that the child will be withdrawn.
Anymore. I'm going to say this. If we have gentlemen who are doing a little bits and pieces of what you just said, I swear you, we won't have road rage in the morning. Most of the road rage you have in town between the period of 8 or 7, 6 and 9 is caused by women. because we're trying to catch up time. We're frustrated. The kids are shouting in the back. You know, you're trying to figure out if you're making it to school on time, back to work on time. There's so much rage. There you will hear, quiet. Somebody will shout and you ask, hey, Mommy, let me, it is no more you know? If we're going to have men who will actually help at home and make it easier for us to think and drive, there'll be no... Mr. President, look, this road rage is how, because me, I'll put this out there.
Okay, so let me add a bit to what speaker said. So at this my second child that I'm allowing help from my husband and all, he's very helpful. Just like how speaker is going about it. So it means I missed when I gave birth the first time, I missed that opportunity. When this second time, when I gave him gave him the chance to help, I'm enjoying it. Wow. He can do all this speaker is talking about. He can, in fact, when we get home in the evening, my son runs to him first. Wow. Wow. So I'll be like, oh, so haven't you seen me? Like, haven't you seen mommy? Hey, he's excited. Or when I enter first, he's looking behind me. Where is my dad? Wow. Where's my daddy? Where are you? Like you ask, you see. So that's the kind of bond he has built. It's beautiful. I like it that way. I'm not sometimes I get jealous, but I'm not challenging it. It's okay for me. So far as I get a chance to heal, I get a chance to get myself. I don't think if I'm in a good place, if I'm in a bad place, I'll be here today. Because 8 months is not, we just turned 8 months. It's not too long a time. But because I've allowed help to come my way and I'm appreciating the help I'm getting. Right. So, yeah.
You know, I said I was going to share a particular story. This is me all worked up in the morning, you know, I'm doing everything by myself. I have 3 kids. 2 toddlers, 5, 4, now 6, 5, 2. Okay. And then everybody wants to say something to you. You know how they get, everybody wants to say something to you. And when you're not listening, when you're not listening, they are pulling your dress, someone is upset, you know. And the whole rush to get them to school. So my son's got something called a booster class at 7:30. So it boosts their energy and all of that before class starts at 8. Okay. I never want him to miss it. So this is me, you know, trying to get the kids ready. And then sometimes they haven't had enough sleep. You can feel that they haven't had enough sleep, but they have to go. So you also make it to school. So this is me, put them in the car. I am wearing solo mami, solo papa. You know, my hair is, you know, flying around and I am pissed because I'm asking, why am I doing all of this by myself? You know, why do I have to go through all of this stress? I have brought this upon myself. You know, sometimes you say certain things to yourself like, I should have just stayed without having these children, but it's no fault of theirs. So this is me so upset. I put them in the car. Then we get to school. I have yelled at them the ride to the school. I have yelled and yelled and yelled, money in the basket, no balema, you know, because they will stay at one place. Then we get to school and I go like, bye guys, and nobody turned to say anything. You know? So I've calmed down. I'm saying, okay, bye. Nobody says, everybody's head is like that. And then they walk to class. I'm not going to lie. I cried like a baby. So I drove out of the school. Then I packed out. I was like, what have you done? I cried. That day, I think I made a post on Facebook or somewhere. I wailed. I packed and cried. Someone would have asked if I've lost someone. I wailed. So I was asking for help. What can I do to rectify this? But sometimes, you see, it's not our fault. There's so much pressure. Sometimes you just need someone to say, pack the bag, let me iron the clothes. You know, that's why I get fascinated when I see the post that says that this is the best gift you can give to a woman. Sometimes they're giving the help, but the help is like you are doing it times 2. Because you would have to leave what you're doing and go and get it. It's like you doing it all by yourself. I wailed that day and I got response from social media, how you can handle that. Like, so someone says, so buy them something that they like when you're going to pick them up, be nice. That day, they closed at 2:30 and 3.
Two
But
were there.
thank you. I was the first to drive to the school. I parked and waited for the siren to go off, and then I started texting the teachers to bring my kids to me. But one beautiful thing about children, they easily forget these things because school has gone on. They've met their friends and all of that. They've met their friends and all of that. So now my kids come to me and I instead of the hello, I brushed it off. I go like, I'm very sorry. Mommy is so sorry today. But my son was like, okay. But my daughter gave me a hug. The little one gave me a hug. But my son was, but I kept saying it over and over. So whatever they asked for that day, I bought them chocolate, I bought them ice cream. But they said, no, like KFC. I said, I drive there.
You need to correct that.
I need to correct that. But sometimes it is not easy.
It's just so overwhelming.
It's just overwhelming. Childcare is not easy.
There's an aspect that I wanted to talk about. I am a stay-at-home mom. And like when she was saying something earlier, then I was like, I had to give. You can't have it all. You can't have it all at the same time. So I had to give off that. Because prior to getting married, I used to say I didn't want to get married to a pastor. Because I thought I want to be in the church space, not a pastor. Personally, I didn't want to be a pastor, but I want to be in the church space, working and all that. So I used to think, okay, so if I get married to a pastor and he's out there and I have to be out there, who takes care of the children? Because they were important to me. Mind you, I see kids as a gift that God gives us. And then we have been given the opportunity to nurture another human being. So as young and far back then, I always used to say I didn't want to, because I want to make sure that they get the right foundation to become the better human being. Because Malachi says that God is interested in your marriage because he wants godly children from you. Okay. So then when we got married, I had just finished my master's, but I had to let all that go. I tried getting a job a few times, it didn't work, so I had to give that. So for 10 years, it's been like this, 11 going. But along the line, I felt I was wasting, so I need to do something. So I tried to do this entrepreneurial thing, working from home and all this. And it's not easy. But it's just that sometimes people feel like you are home, so it's okay. But you still get beaten up sometimes, and you're asking yourself, why are you doing all this by yourself? Because you get to hear that, oh, so will fear. And sometimes they say, like, when you say you are tired, sometimes you don't even want to say you are tired because you think that people will say, but you are home. And say, why do you get tired? But trust you me, it is not easy. Sometimes even thinking of what to prepare, the meal, like you said, what they will take to school.
It's a struggle.
It's a struggle. You're trying to balance their health, making sure, and it's overwhelming. So sometimes when I have to be on the road with them and all, and then the callings will be, and then when the truck drivers and the mates, they want to be doing that, I just look at them and I laugh. Sometimes, one time I laughed at a driver and he was confused because the callings and the yellings behind me, and at a point, toddler is crying, you want to get him a biscuit, you want to get her a biscuit, or you want to do something just to calm the noise so he can even concentrate. They have no idea. If you are getting a nanny who is supposed to help you lay good foundation for your child, you should be able to treat that person well. Let that person feel like he or she mostly is the women, the woman, the nanny is a part of you. But if it becomes like as a transaction, I'm paying you, so whatever I want to do or say to you, I can say to you, and then you don't have to question, I think it becomes a problem, and then they will not be able to give off their best to that child. That is why we've seen some years past, we saw videos of how nannies were molesting babies, mistreating, caning them, and all those things.
Right.
So
okay, I have a few messages. Let's take them. Okay, so I'm due in 2 months and already feeling anxious. Everyone says family help is best, but I'm scared of mixing emotions with expectations. and this is so timely. Hi, I'm Beatrice Awuku. What is the name of the influencer our gentleman mentioned?
Kofi Bedema. Kofi Bedema.
Bedema. Okay.
Yeah, Kofi Bedema.
Okay, so I'm Kweku, a father of 3. I used to think childcare was just a woman's thing until I stayed home with my kids for a week. I respect my wife so much more now. Getting help is not weakness, it's wisdom. Yes. That's nice. Okay, so please, I want to ask a question. If you're a hair beautician, how can you manage a home? Charlie. Raphael from Adenta says, Nae, Charlie, the women, when you help him, it will become your job, I tell you.
That's the wrong mindset.
No.
That's the wrong mindset.
What's the meaning of it to become your job?
It's your job anyway.
So who are you? What are you living for?
So,
it's a two-way thing. What are you living for? As a man, what is that? It becomes your job. So what? What do you want to be classified as job? Your job as a man. So if you can't help and clean, what else do you want to do?
No, this is your first job before your paying job.
I'm telling you.
That's what I think. This is
don't get married. Don't give birth at all.
That's your responsibility.
Don't give birth at all.
If you're a husband.
No, I start the ball. It becomes your job because of what? Don't get married.
Yes.
Don't give birth. Live your single life alone.
Yes.
To tell that if you help your wife, it becomes a job, she will leave it for you. And so what? Aren't you all living together? Is she not your wife? Are the kids also not your? Who is bearing the surname of the children? Who is bearing the surname? If they turn out poorly, sorry, Jigbody, are the body come? Are the body?
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming through. And I hope this conversation has actually, touched a few hearts and a few minds.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being my guest tonight.
Please,
we had a good conversation, right?
I want to say something quickly on that text on that note. He should not see helping his wife as becoming his work, because God even expects men to take lead in their home. When God was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, when he had that encounter with Abraham, he said that he knows that Abraham is a man who will command his household to follow him. So that as a man, you need to set the lead. You need to set the atmosphere
on that
for the family.
Example note, Wapa, it has been Friends and Family Show, and I've had a really, really good time on the show tonight. So we'll be back tomorrow, same time. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Noyo Kwote. Enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah.
Welcome to Beyond Borders. My name is Caleb. We're on the Elizabeth line today. We're going to Rumford. We started off from Pond Street. We're going to Rumford because there's a Ghanaian doctor there who is doing amazing. We want to highlight her on Beyond Borders today. and then also have a conversation with some of the amazing Ghanaians who are over there. We're on the Elizabeth line, as I mentioned earlier on. So let me take you through some of the stations we'll be getting to. So we started off at Bond Street, we're getting to Tottenham Court Road, then we get to Farringdon, right? Then there's Liverpool Street. We're going all the way to Romford. So yeah, it's an underground tube. So well, tubes are underground basically. So that's what it is, right? I kind of love this one. It's very comfortable. You know, you have your newspaper reading while you're on your way to work. It's quite a convenient system, and you're using the Oyster card also. So you have your credit on your Oyster card, you get to the test, so you put it there, opens, you get in there, people come in. It's very coordinated and beautiful. And at every point, the GS system announces where you get to, so you don't get lost. And once you can read and write, it's quite detailed. You know, the maps can be confusing, but you get used to it with time. Yeah. So yeah, there's a tube, Elizabeth line. It's called. We are going to Romford. Let's go.
Welcome. It's Play to Aid.
Get ready for the game show where every play has a purpose. Welcome to Play to Aid, the only game show where your knowledge and skill don't just win you prizes, they help change lives.
What sport is considered the most popular in the world?
Every point you earn goes toward real-world support, from school supplies to health kits, clean water to emergency relief. Play smart, play big, play to aid. Catch all the action, the drama, and the heat.
Most commonly spoken language in Brazil.
Portuguese.
Play to Aid every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Edna, let's begin.
The Play to Aid game show is proudly sponsored by Tang Palace, Giraffe Island, and VVIP.
So this is Elizabeth line, and we've disembarked at Romford. So we're going to head on to our location for the conversations. This is Beyond Borders. Let's go. Let's see. Charlie, I told me so. I don't know what to say.
I thought we lied.
I thought we lied. Look, my guest is feasting me even before we have the interview, man. And this looks so good. There is monko here, you know, shrimps. There is wachi, just chicken abota, jollof so No, this interview is going to be great. I love it.
You're a prophet, right?
No, I love it. I wasn't expecting this, but this is a good way to start a conversation.
Really?
Yeah. I like it. Please, you're invited to the conversation and the meal. I promised you an eye-opening and insightful conversation with a Ghanaian doctor who's doing a big, making waves out here in the UK. And yes, we are here in the home of the Grace Adoko Annan of Grace House Surgery. Doc, thank you so much for welcoming us into your beautiful home.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
And I must say that I really enjoyed lunch.
Really?
Yes. No, the sobolo was something else. It was on a different level. The monko was fantastic. Jollof nankasana mucha. I say, I know I really had a good time.
Well, I thought maybe something home away from home. Yes. So yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
You really took me back home.
Oh,
and
good.
I appreciate it.
I'm glad.
Is there anyone we should get to know?
Well, actually, as nice as this is, I didn't make it.
Oh,
okay,
right.
so it's a secret. I didn't make it. But Abigail, a very good friend of mine, she does a lot of catering for us, and she